We all have stories. Mine is horrific.
Like, why didn't you say something then?
Because we just want to live. We want to be happy. And we really want to forget the trauma.
Tanika Ray, who was a backup dancer for Sean Diddy Combs, has finally revealed her experiences with the rapper that made her stay away from him in a post. Tanika has claimed that she had a horrific event with the disgraced artist in the 90s that she has kept hidden for decades. But why did she keep it hidden for all these years? Was Diddy involved in offenses with more women than Tanika? Let's take a closer look at the accuser first. Who is Tanika Ray? Tanika Ray is an entertainment reporter. She was born in Washington, D.C. and raised in LA, California. She specializes in pop culture and lifestyle. Ray began her career as a professional dancer, dancing with Will Smith, the Backstreet Boys, and Aaliyah. She gradually transitioned into acting and appeared in a variety of television episodes, including The Wyan Bros, Living Single, and NYPD Blue, as well as music-themed shows Soul Train and Motown Live. She became famous as the motion capture character Cyber Lucy on Wheel of Fortune in 2000 and as the official voice of CBS Saturday Mornings. Ray has hosted various TV series, including Robotica, Lifetime Now, and Head to Toe. Ray began working as a journalist for the entertainment show Extra in 2004, eventually presenting the weekend edition. She has also presented shows for TBS and the CW, and VH1 as well as the specials for TV Guide Network. Ray has been featured as a guest commentator on several news shows and has presented HGTV's Design Star. In 2017, she returned to Extra before leaving 2 years later. Tanika Ray has taken to social media to reveal that her encounters with the Bad Boy Records founder led her to avoid him. However, she did not clarify exactly what occurred to her. Well, what did Tanika Ray say? Ray declined to elaborate exactly on her interactions with Combs, but she confirmed that she has always maintained her privacy, even while they worked together. She was on a plane with him during his Citizen Change campaign, which he established in 2004 to encourage young voters to vote, and she interviewed him later while at Extra. Ray's post came only hours after former MSNBC anchor Touré posted a terrifying account of a cousin's encounter with Combs, in which he said the rapper told his relative, one of Combs' interns, to sleep with him or lose his internship. Ray claimed she's kept quiet about what she knew about Combs for decades because she believed the consequences of telling her experiences would hurt her more than Diddy. In an Instagram post, she said, "Oh sure, women carry a lot to operate every day in a man's society. Unfortunately, we can compartmentalize our suffering and continue our daily duties. We use the incident as a lesson and proceed differently. If I recounted my tale in 1996, what would happen? I just knew I needed to avoid him at all costs. Yes, I danced for him while keeping my distance. I was on the vote or die plane and kept my space. I interacted with him for his projects while keeping my distance. Nothing in this situation is surprising." It's critical for women to give themselves room to recover and move on. The mission is to gather incriminating evidence, but in this chaotic world with a broken-ass system, our recovery takes priority. Shame on all the males who let this continue. Some would criticize me for putting my mental health first. Despite working in a place that steals souls, my spirit remains intact and lighthearted. I rescued me. Now, if anyone needs me to add to my story, call me, she said. Ray also said that Cassie got it, referring to a lawsuit brought against Combs by his ex-girlfriend and fellow R&B singer Cassie Ventura. She had reached a secret settlement with Combs in November, just one day after accusing him of sexual and physical abuse over the years. Was she silent when she knew others would fall into the same trap? The complaint also alleged that Combs forced Ventura to have sex with male sex workers in other places, which she claimed he observed, he masturbated to, and documented. The singer claims she never went to the police because she was scared that doing so would give Combs another excuse to hurt her. She further said that during a dinner in 2018, Combs pushed himself into her apartment and assaulted her while she repeatedly said no and tried to push him away. Ventura claims she quit the relationship permanently shortly after. In her case, she listed many witnesses who observed the abuse occur. One of them is her friend, singer-songwriter Tiffany Red, who penned an open letter to Combs about an incident during Ventura's 29th birthday celebration in 2015. Ventura and Red believed that Combs and his security crew forced Ventura out of the party that night because he wanted her to have sexual relations with other men. Red claimed Ventura told her at the time that Combs was physically aggressive. "I feel compelled to show up for Cassie and myself so that I can confirm everything she described in her complaint. All about what happened that night is consistent with what I experienced," she said in an email. Was Diddy secretly a sex fiend? That case appears to have marked the beginning of Combs' fall from grace. Shortly later, 2 women sued him, making similar claims against him, and he now looks to be in trouble with the feds too. Lisa Gardner, one of Combs' accusers, was found saying she was just 16 years old when Diddy and another artist sexually abused her and a buddy in 1990. Combs has yet to face a criminal charge, but he has become an eyesore in an industry that once celebrated him as a legend. Even the controversial Kanye West apparently brushed Combs off earlier this month at Rolling Loud, with TMZ even speculating that West snubbed him backstage and refused Diddy's desire to say "what's up" to him. Then on Thursday morning, the rapper L.B. Short publicly dissed Diddy and reached out on Instagram to his son, who was raised by Combs, telling him to come home to his biological dad. Did Diddy break down after all of this? Well, Combs had denied all wrongdoing through his representatives ahead of this week's raids, but has yet to address the snowballing allegations against him from this week. On Thursday morning, rapper L.B. Shore dissed Diddy in public and called out on Instagram to his kid, who was raised by Combs, begging him to come home to his biological father. Diddy is a well-known rapper and music entrepreneur who made headlines when federal officials from U.S. Homeland Security searched 2 of his homes in L.A. and Miami on March 25th for sex trafficking charges. Various media stations in LA broadcast footage of HSI officers and other law enforcement officials storming Diddy's house in the Homely Hills neighborhood. Federal officers also carried out a search warrant outside Diddy's house in the Miami region. Did Diddy deserve all of this? Well, prior to the incident, his lawyer, Aaron Diner, told the Mirror that there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants that were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There was no proper reason for the authorities' disproportionate use of force and animosity, nor for the treatment of his children and workers. Mr. Combs was never jailed, but he did speak to and cooperated with the officials. Despite media conjecture, neither Mr. Combs or any of his family members have been jailed, nor has their freedom to travel been hampered in any way. This cruel ambush, combined with an advanced, organized media presence, results in a premature rush to judgment on Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a wild witch hunt on meritless allegations brought in civil proceedings. There has been no evidence of criminal or civil responsibility in any of these accusations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will fight every day to clear his name. Diddy's spokesperson called the 2 women's charges fabricated and accused them of misusing the Adult Survivors Act. Another woman, known only as Jane Doe in the complaint, filed a 4th lawsuit on December 6th, alleging that Combs, his longtime sidekick Harve Pierre, and a 3rd unidentified attacker gang raped her at her Combs Manhattan recording studio in 2003 when she was only 17 years old. Pierre, who formerly worked as president of Combs Bad Boy Entertainment, is also being sued by a former assistant who claims he used his position of authority as plaintiff's boss to groom, exploit, and sexually assault her many times between 2016 and 2017. At least 18 companies that were collaborating with Diddy's e-commerce website, Empower Global, have then dropped the platform. He has since lost shows and brand deals. Life is now miserable for Diddy. When will justice finally be delivered? It doesn't matter who the perpetrator is. If you've been sexually abused by a celebrity or anybody else, don't be hesitant to report it immediately to the right authorities. Do not allow a prominent figure's power and influence to deprive you all of your human rights. If you like this video, make sure to check out our other videos. Also, feel free to subscribe for more such intriguing videos. Please drop a like if you found the video useful, and see you in the next one.